I do that. I'm about looking in the camera all slow and retarded, right? So anyway, let's discuss force real quick. This is in general in spirituality and in life, period. Force. Force is not a strength. If you're using a spiritual system to force an individual, or you're using any system, whether it's spiritual, artificial, mental, anything that makes you feel like you have to force an individual or a group of individuals to do something, you have no power. You are super weak. This is why there's no force involved with me. I'm not going to force, like, being aware. I'm not going to force you to like me, force you to be my friend, force you to be cool with me, force you to do what I say do. That's weakness. Strength states that individuals are independent. They have their own thought, their own way of dealing with things, and so it's respected. Once you start diving into all these different systems, or just, the good old manipulation thing, right? It's a weakness. It has no strength to it. And it really makes you non-valid and unaware and more asleep than you are woke. It's just that simple. People have to understand that force is friction. Period. Now, when you bring friction into a situation, friction either, at the end of the day, something has to stop, right? Period. The person that's not, let's say, if I'm not interested in something, I'm not interested in. That's just that. I don't care what you got going on. Force is a messy and nasty energy at times, especially if you're trying to force somebody to do something and your intent is good, then you're gonna present your intent. If you're trying to force somebody because you want to have control and power over them, and you don't even want to keep it a whole bucket, say, hey, I want to have power, I want to control how you see reality, how you do this, how you dress, the intent is everything. The real gonna say, my intentions are that I want you to do this, that, and the third, because I feel like the result is gonna do. And so I'm gonna try to push the envelope and force you a little bit. People that's fraudulent with it, they gonna go behind your back, they gonna do this, they gonna try to manipulate, they gonna say this, they gonna do that, they gonna bring old shit from 100 years ago, they gonna try to get everybody they could find to trash you, anybody that they know don't like you or may have something, they gonna do all of that. It doesn't really matter. It holds no weight. It holds no weight. People got to understand that over everything is mine. If I do something destructive, then I'm going to experience it. If you do something destructive toward me, I'm going to experience it, but so the hell are you. It's not that an individual like me, I wouldn't be aware. I'm very aware, but I'm also aware that whether it's, your technology, or whether it's spiritual, or whether it's mental, or whether it's, community based, if you're playing with me, then you're playing with me wrong. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to say nothing. I'm going to just live my life, and you're going to deal with the consequences eventually. Period. Now, most people say, oh, yeah, you have to fight back. Yes, you do. You fight back. That's a mental thing. You overcome that. Outside of that, the fight is not with me. The fight is with you. If you fighting with me in any of those, or forcing me in any of these realms or dimensions or way of looking at life, or life in general, and I'm not even fighting with you, then the fight is not with me. The fight is with you. Sky is not about to fight with you about it. It's called don't force. That people come to their own, conclusions and experiences. This is what real people that are aware, or older people, understand. You don't judge people for their experiences or past experiences. People tend to do that, but they forget you judge them for what? You do not know better than the person down the street. So meanwhile, back at the ranch, people that's older and have more experience in life, they say, you know what? Go learn, go experience, enjoy. Period. People have a hard time with that because they want to control. They want to tell you how to dress. They want to tell you how you're supposed to look. They want to tell you how much money you're supposed to be worth. They want to tell you, you know, you could want to, you could see somebody and say, oh, you know, this person, they might be hitting. But I'm not about to do nothing to force it. That's your reality. I see what I see. You see what you see. But I'm not about to force it, and you're not about to force me. You're not about to play with me. All I say is, you know, when you're dealing with people with power, and you're dealing with energy, and you're dealing with money, and you're dealing with wealth, that forced issue is not cool. It's really not. And I'm not for it. I'm just not one for it. I don't like it. I don't deal with it. I don't force. Force is not always a good thing. Everybody don't learn that way. Everybody don't build that way. Sometimes you got to let them go about their business and do what they do. And then, you know, experience. Even as a parent, I don't force. Does that make me a bad parent, an irresponsible parent? No, it doesn't. It means that I know my child. I know I have one that I do not have to force, and I have another one. No, one that you do not apply force, and the other one that you do. Now, you know, they many years apart. So I got one. I don't force because I already know. I know its energy. I know its temperament. I know the ridiculousness. So therefore, you know, within that, I'm gonna let you go about your business. And then, you know, when life teaches you, life teaches you. That's that. Everybody's not the same. It doesn't make you an irresponsible parent. It doesn't mean that you don't love your children. It doesn't mean that you don't support your children. It doesn't mean that you don't want them to be great. It just means that you deal with your children individually based upon their energy and how they think and how they move. And if you know thyself to a degree, then you know certain aspects of them, period. And so you know how to deal with them. Anyway, force is never cool. Force is not cool, especially when there's a lot of friction in the force. Just don't do it. Anyway, deuces. Talk to y'all later. It's a regular day. It is me, NBT Sky. I'll see y'all in a few.